Hi guys, okay, so we're back here with Tishal's Discus. You can see the tank has been going well, but we have some good news today. We've got two new friends. So we've got a Snakeskin here as well as a Turquoise. You can see I'm just getting them ready for the tank now. Um, so I'm doing a drip acclimation. So it's quite easy to do. You just create a siphon from your main tank, okay, from your main tank into the bucket. Basically this you could do for about 30 to 40 minutes just to adjust your pH and your temperature, just get them a bit happy before we introduce them to the tank. And then another thing, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to remove all of these plants as well as turn off the lights when adding them into the tank. The problem with adding new discus into a tank is that sometimes when they see them, they just want to start fighting and there's bullying and then your entire pecking order changes. So we're just going to move everything around just to sort of create a distraction and let them feel that they don't have these territories anymore, so that they all can feel that this is a new tank for all of them, so that the fighting actually calms down until everyone is happy again. So we'll update in a few minutes and we can see our new friends. Okay, so as you can see, I've removed all the plants from there. We look like this bucket is quite full now. So what I'm going to do is, because the actual water that the fish came in actually filled up till there, I'm actually going to remove some of this water and then keep the siphon on so that we actually change 100% of this water and they're actually nice and comfortable. So in a few minutes I'm going to turn the lights off and then introduce them into the tank. Okay guys, so I've moved them inside the tank. You can see they're all together. There's a Turquoise at the back. You can see he's looking quite nice. We're just gonna put the lights on in about 20 minutes after they're all settled in. There's the Snakeskin. Yeah. Okay guys, so this is a few weeks later. I just waited for the guys to calm down and actually get my camera sorted out to film this video. So you can see the Snakeskin and the Turquoise are doing quite well. The pecking order has been established again. The fighting has calmed down a lot. So in the previous video or clip where I was showing how I was actually acclimating these discus, I just want to give a warning with that. So the reason why I could move my plants around is that, if you look carefully, is that these plants are still inside their pots. So it made it really easy for me to move them around so that it recreated a fresh territory for all of them, so that they were so confused that they didn't know which area is whose. And it really helps when it comes to keeping discus fish, because that's a very big problem when adding new discus to an established tank. Now this tank has been running for about 2 years now. And the other warning I want to give is that bear in mind when moving stuff around in an established tank, especially when you have gravel that's quite thick, you need to bear in mind that under the gravel there's this bacteria called anaerobic bacteria, and the moment you start playing around or moving the gravel after a long time, you're gonna actually uplift all of that bacteria into your water column, and it's quite poisonous to your fish. It's not only related to discus fish, it's quite poisonous to all fish. So just bear in mind that if you've got plants and hardscape, rocks, wood, all of those type of things, if you want to move them when you're introducing new discus, try not to move everything all at once, just enough so that they feel, you know, the tank is different. The other approach which I have been doing previously was just adding the discus as is to the tank. You can put your tank lights off and add them. It does work. The problem is I have seen one or two instances where a discus can get bullied so badly, you know, eventually get so stressed out and actually die, which is not a good thing to see, because I know that we all get attached to our friends here. But yeah, that's the way of introducing a new discus to an established tank. As I showed, the drip acclimation, adjust your pH, adjust your temperature, put the lights off, try to move a few things around, and then add them into the tank. Don't feed for maybe 2 days, right? And then after 2 days you can start feeding again, and hopefully all works out for you as it has been working out for me. We're not pros in this, but I think we all enjoy the process of learning. I've been doing this for about, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years, not just keeping discus, but discus alone I've been keeping them for about 3 years now. This tank is around 2 years. Looks quite established. The plants are doing quite nice. Bear in mind there's no CO2 injection here. This is a low-tech tank, that's why I've still got them in the pots. You know, it just helps in terms of keeping the tank clear and clean, because planted discus tank is quite difficult to keep. You're gonna have to do a lot of water changes, and all of those type of things have good filtration in there to actually keep a planted discus tank. It's not very difficult to keep these guys, but I guess the husbandry comes with it, you know. So yeah, I hope we all enjoy the hobby and we keep learning. And you can just click subscribe and follow. Please bear in mind this is a channel that's in South Africa itself, so I know most of the videos we watch on YouTube, they overseas videos are out of South Africa, but this channel is just for the South African discus keepers, because when I start talking about products and stuff later on, you know, in terms of medication and foods and all of those type of things, we can actually learn from each other and continue this hobby in the best way, you know. These products are all available in South Africa, so we'd want to know what's available to us and how we can make the best of that. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you in the next video.